A holy day, a day trying to be filled with the Jnana Yajna, where in trying to lit up the light of knowledge, we'll try to burn away all our negativities born out of the ignorance. Burn the ignorance in the light of knowledge, fire of knowledge, and the ignorance led all troubles, problems, inner and outer, should go away once for all. Let us try today also all our 6 classes Upanishad, Yoga Darshanam, again Upanishad, then Gita, then evening Bhagavatam, 2 classes, and our Adhyatma Ramayanam. May all the Rishi, Guru, Devatas be with us in this effort of our trying to unfold our real self through the Swadhyaya, Adhyanam, and the due sadhana seriously, sincerely done. Let us start the day. The initial Prarthana shlokas, 3-4 minutes. Agni Sukta Parayanam, 3-4 minutes. Taittiriya Upanishad Adhyanam with the Bhashyam. Let us try. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha Sarvopaplavarahitāh Prajnānaghanah Pratyagarthah Brahmaivahamasmi Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtham Shaktim Jatatputra Parāsaram Cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudavadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Mathasya Shishyam Shri Shankaracharya Mathasya Padmapadam Jastamalakam Cha Shishyam Tam Todagam Vartikakaramanyān Asmadgurūn Santadamanatosmi Sadashiva Samarambham Vyasa Shankara Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparām Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutaho Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. Om Jnananandamayan Devam Nirmalam Sphatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Shruti Smriti Purananamalayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Viditanamaya Vishadaika Kala Nacha Kinchana Kanchanamasti Guru Dhrutameva Videhi Krupam Sahajam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Oma Brahma Lokada Sheshada Loka Loka Parvatata ये वसन्ति तुजा देवाः तेभ्यो नित्यं नमो नमः. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वद्धि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रुतिमात्रे नमः. समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्री वेदव्यास वैशंपायन याज्ञवल्क्य आद्य शंकरादि गुरुभ्यो नमः. अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः. परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातु समस्त गुरूणां देवतानाम् अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः हैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृतसमस्तकङ्कणबद्धसाधकसेवकानां भक्त उपासकानां संस्थापकानां च व्रतनिष्ठानां च समस्तबाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्ननिर्मूलनद्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूलता प्रसाद द्वारा आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्यादि प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम विश्वशांति कल्याण एकदा प्राप्त्यर्थम अग्निसूक्तस्य पारायणं तदनन्तरं श्री तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनस्य प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ अग्निसूक्तम्। ॐ अथ अग्निसूक्तम्। ॐ अग्निः सप्तिं वाजं भरं ददात्यग्निर्वीरं श्रुत्यं कर्मनिष्ठाम् अग्निरोदसी विचरत् समञ्जन्नग्निर्नारीं वीरकुक्षिं पुरन्धिम् अग्नेरप्नसः समिदस्तु भद्राग्निर्महीरोदसी आविवेश अग्निरेकं चोदयत् समत्स्वग्निर्वृत्राणि दयते पुरोणे अग्निर्हत्यं जरतः कर्णमावाग्निरद्भ्यो निरदहज्जरोतं जरोथम् अग्निरत्रिं घर्म पुरुष्य दन्तरग्निर्नुमेदं प्रजया सृजत्सम् अग्निर्दाद्रविणं वीरपेश अग्निर्ऋषिं यः सहस्रा सनोते अग्निर्दिवि हव्यमातता नाग्निर्धामानि बिभृता पुरुत्रा अग्निमुक्तैर्ऋषयो विह्वयन्तेऽग्निं नरो यामनिबाधिता सह अग्निं वयो अन्तरिक्षे पतन्तोऽग्निः सहस्रा परियाति गोनाम् अग्निं विष ईलते मानुषीर्या अग्निं मनुषो नहुषो विजाताः अग्निर्गान्धर्वीं प्रपथ्यामृतस्याग्निर्गव्यो ते घृत आनिषत्ता अग्नये ब्रह्मरुपवस्ततक्षुरग्निं महामवोचामासु वृक्तिम् अग्निप्रावचरितारं यविष्ठाग्ने महिद्रविणमायजस्व। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Every of the Panchamahabhutas have to be considered as devatas and have that reverence, respect, prayers, propitiations to them, so that we are always in good relation and mood with them. In turn, are deserving the blessings of them in keeping our personality layers intact, so that our vyavahara, our dharma, our adhyatmika sadhana happens without any of the obstacles or problems. Today is the holy day. Today is the day where so many stories, but the famous one, the Hiranyakashipu Prahlada Holika Charitra, where she wants to burn Prahlada because today we have chanted Agni Suktam, very relevant. She did the propitiation of the Agni Devata and Agni will not burn her. So she says, I'll keep Prahlada in the lap and you can burn. But it happens the other way, ki she only gets burnt. Prahlada is safe. So to say that the great bhaktas are not touched by the Agni. And even those who have got great boons, but if they trouble the bhaktas, then they themselves get peril or perished. So today's story is that wherein we should not challenge the prakritika shaktis and should not misuse them. Have always respect and reverence. She wanted to misuse her tava shakti or her boon of not getting burned by Agni by burning the great bhakta himself. How can it be? So Bhagavan's protection always there in the bhakta, on the bhaktas. All our classes of Ishvara Pranidhana Yukta Yoga and Uddhava Sandesha to the Gopikas and Shavari Adi Rama Adi discussion, all of them are talking nowadays about It is beautiful bhakti sadhana only. So every of these devatas are devatas. Agni, Varuna, Vayu. You know that all of them have to be worshipped. Kindra, Kubera, Prithvi, Jala. Everyone is Bhagavad Swarupa. In that attitude, we have to always remain. ओम अथ श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय आरण्यकांतर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषदा ओम यस्मात् जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रणीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरेयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरचयिनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतो तद्वक्तारमवतो अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ द्वितीया वल्ली ब्रह्मानन्दवल्ली शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. We are studying Panchamonuvakah. Let us make a chanting of it. Om Atha Panchamonuvakah. Om Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute Karmani Tanute Picha Vijnanam Devas Sarve Brahma Jeshtamupasate Vijnanam Brahma Chedveda Tasmat Chenna Pramadyati Sharire Papmano Hitva Sarvan Kaman Samashnutate Tasyaisha eva Sharira Atma Yah Purvasya Tasmadva Etasmat Vignanamayat Anyontara Atmanandamaya Tenaisha Purnaha Sava Esha Purushavidha Eva Tasya Purushavidhatam Anvayam Purushavidha Tasya Priyameva Shiraha Modo Dakshinaha Pakshaha प्रमोद उत्तरः पक्षः आनंद आत्मा ब्रह्मपुच्छं प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Let us wholeheartedly salute the Parabrahma Tattva, Shruti Mata, all the Brahma Vidya Acharyas, Rishimuni Guru, our Taittiriya Upanishad Acharya Parampara of Vedavyasa Vaishampayana Yajnavalkya and Sri Bhashyakara Adi Shankara. Let us salute all the Gurus, Mahatmas who are blessing us, protecting us in every of the lives and in this life, right from our birth till now. Whoever are the Gurus, Masters, came in our life and blessed us. To all their feet we do pranam and our special salutation to our own Gotra Rishi Parampara, our personal Guru Parampara, and our own personal Guru, from whom we have got Diksha or Upadesha Ityad. It is very, very essential every day. Having saluted them, now the common simple thought for the day, one thought once in a while we are saying is that one of the good quality of a Adhyatmika Sadhaka is all the time should be aware about what are the mistakes or faults, shortcomings happening through me or I am doing deliberately or unknowingly, which are the cause for me not doing spiritual sadhanas properly or not growing in spiritual sadhanas well. Keep an eye on that, and as much we become aware of them and try to eliminate. Like if I'm not able to get up early morning and do meditation, let me find the cause, what it is. Is it because I slept very late or I have eaten over or the desire very strong to get up in the morning is not there or getting up and do what? There's no proper goal made. So these are the shortcomings or problems or faults or mistakes because of which that early morning hours using for sadhana we miss to do. In the same way, what is the thing where am I going wrong? My mind is always disturbed. Therefore, I am not able to focusly do my sadhana. So, why the disturbance came? We have to see where am I going wrong. Disturbances come only when we give undue value importance to the people because we expect from them. That is a fault. No need at all. Nobody can do anything for us. Anything needed, our punya karmas, Bhagavan Kripa gives us. More than that, if you expect anything, you get disappointed only. Therefore, just to live life of zero expectation, then you can never be the mind is never disturbed. Achieved. In that way, an intelligent spiritual seeker, instead of finding fault with others and rectifying them, he goes on looking within himself. What are the obstacles, hindrances, or the speed breakers, or whatever the he himself is creating problems to himself because of which the expected sadhana, expected growth is not happening. And then consciously, deliberately, effortfully, we have to slowly replace them. And this is a nirantara sadhana, not one day today. Till we reach the truth, we have to keep on doing both things of removing those things which are obstructing sadhana, involving in those things which are helping in sadhana. Keep on becoming aware. And to such an extent, awareness that not even one mistake is happening, and 100% the things to be done are fully done. In that mood, when we maintain ourselves, then the sadhana is happening. Of course, as the divine decides, the result comes in its own course. We will never worry about desires, about the results. Results are giver of the Lord. The Lord is the giver of results. We pray to Him. He gives result according to our sadhana. We focus on the sadhana. Sadhana is disturbed by these obstacles. Part of the sadhana is to remove them also. Consciously eliminate them. There can be outer activities, there can be vocal speeches, they can be the mind's emotions or the wrong notions or the thoughts. जो भी हो वो खचरा है फेंक देना बस. Anything which are klishta, which are the troublesome to our sadhana, we should have the guts to throw them away. So in this way, we should become a helping hand to our own self for our own sadhana, our own evolution. Now we are in Taittiriya Upanishad, second Brahmananda Valli. We are studying the Panchakoshas. We are analyzing each of the Panchakosha. So Panchakosha Avagahana, Panchakosha Viveka, slowly the Anatma Bhavana with the Panchakosha and getting into the mood of the Atma Bhavana with the Paramatma which is beyond all these Panchakosha. So that is the subject we are studying. And this subject is to be again every day repeatedly contemplated on every of the kosha throughout the day. In fact, that should be our occupation. Then only one atispashta, crystal clear understanding will come. Then only each kosha, how it is binding me, that I will come to know. Then only I can put the due efforts to come out of the identity bondage of each of the kosha. Then only having transcended all the kosha, I can truly discover my own self. This inner, this subtler, this inner spiritual journey from what we think we are to what exactly we are is to be relentlessly done. There cannot be any holiday, there cannot be any break given to that. That should never be done in a very informal or casual way. Systematically, as a commitment, as a duty, we have to do. For us, as much the eating and sleeping are the duties, and maintaining the body are the duties, so much the dutiness in our spiritual sadhana. As long as we don't get it, all our sadhanas are erratic, sporadic, temporary, without inspiration, without regularity, without sincerity, without consistency. With so many faults, we can never call it as sadhana only. When you cannot call it as sadhana, how can you expect the siddhi? Like your son did a mistake of troubling someone. That someone you called, and you told your son to say, "Arey, sorry, bol usko." He says outside with the mouth, sorry, but it doesn't feel at all inside. Is it not? If you don't feel at all inside of sorry, what is the meaning of that sorry? Is it not? If all these terrorist Naxalites, how much of counseling you do, if they themselves don't feel inside the sorry that what they are doing is wrong, will they refrain from it? In the same way, these are the negative examples we gave, but the positive thing is what? Inside, if you don't feel, uh, for our own sadhana deeply, sincerely, then how can we do it regularly? That's what. We are at fault because we are not sufficiently inspired from within. Therefore, our sadhanas are last priority. Baki sab primary. This should be completely turned or changed. So, those days, the Shishyas in the Gurukula, till the Anubhava, Atma Anubhava comes, they don't leave the Guru. The genuine spiritual seekers. Other people will do some academic study, professional study, then they go into the world to continue as a samsari. But the true genuine आध्यात्मिक साधकास वे साध्य मिलने तक वहीं रहते थे. ऐसा उनका निष्ठा था. ऐसा वो निष्ठा के साथ whatever is to be done, Guru will tell, they keep on doing it. So this is another thing we have to check in how much deep feelings we have for our own spiritual goal. That determines our sadhanas. Now, Annamaya understood, Pranamaya understood, Manomaya understood. Inside the Manomaya is Vijnanamaya. We are in the study of the Vijnanamaya Kosha. In that, what is Vijnanamaya and what are its five limbs that is told to us by the Yajur Brahmana. Then substantiating the Brahmana Vakya about the Vijnanamaya comes the quotation, the authority of Rigveda Mantra. It contains only two sentences. This is what is Vijnanamaya. Then it tells us about doing the upasana of the Vijnanamaya to be the Mahad Brahma. Then it tells us the results. Thereafter, this Vijnanamaya is the Atma of Manomaya. Therefore, it is better for you to make Vijnanamaya as Atma rather than the Manomaya as an Atma, which frees you from the clutches of Manomaya, which helps you in living at the Vijnana level, which can take nearer to Anandamaya and Brahmamaya, Paramatma, because this kosha is little more nearer to Paramatma than the earlier three koshas. So now, what is Vijnanamaya? We have understood. What should be the Vijnanamaya? We understood. Vijnanamaya is Kartru position of the Kartrutva in us. Vijnanamaya is supposed to have the Vijnana, the crystal clear, authentic understanding of what Shastras say. Then, according to the gained Shastra Jnana, the Vijnanamaya Kosha Antargata I, the doer, should conduct my life only as a yajna karma. There should be only two things. One is Dravya Yajnas and another is Jnana Yajna. What Shastra says, that alone we do the Dravya Yajnas for anything which we need or want. If that is not done, if we just get misguided with the mind's projections, it may click sometimes. That clicking with the mind's projection is because that concept was in line with what was said in Shastra, but it was only taking a chance. Every time it doesn't click. So, following the mind's imaginations, projections, not the Shastriya authority, following the misguidance of equally ignorant people like us and not the Shastra authority is absolutely a wrong habit. An intelligent Vijnanamaya Purusha will not do that. A Vijnanamaya level living person has a Vijnana of what is to be done as per Shastra to fulfill his own Dharmartha Kama, and what is to be done to fulfill his Chaturtha Purushartha Moksha with the authority of Shastra. He knows it fully well, and he does only that. This is called as life lived at Vijnanamaya level, not giving chance to the lower koshas Anna Prana Mano to dominate, or not becoming slave to them. That's what said is in two lines only by our Rigveda mantra. What did she say? Vijnanam, Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute Karmani Tanute Picha. No more. There are very few things to be understood in life. We have to follow them, that's it. For the every achievement of the worldly goals as well as spiritual. Vijnanam yajnam tanute. Vijnanamayavan eva yajnam tanoti. Yajnam karoti. Karmani tanute vicha. So one we can understand yajnam tanute as the theoretical knowledge. Karmani tanute is the theoretical knowledge of yajna bhavana and the yajnas alone. He translates into practical actions. Karmani tanute. So it also means to say that just by having the vijnana of this Dravya Yajna I have to do for Dharmartha Kama Purti, this Jnana Yajna I have to do for the Moksha Purushartha Purti, this theoretical knowledge is not enough. Karmani Tanute Picha means that practically doing that also is required. So a Vijnanamaya Kosha level person not only has got the Vijnanam or the knowledge of what to gain and how to gain, but he is very pakka, sincere in being practical regarding doing the things to gain the things. कर्माणि तनुतेपि च, वो ऐसे सिद्धांत से जानकर बैठता नहीं. Karmani tanute, he will expand in doing the actions also. Tanute means conducts. Tanote. So, an intelligent person plans his goals according to Shastra and plans or practices the means also according to Shastra. Only according to Shastra, he is the most intelligent, safest, therefore luckiest, and assured of reaching the results. For whatever the reasons, we have gone away from our Shastra. Only the people who never study Shastra, who live life at their own whims and fancies, they become guide and authority to us. Now, the two things we have to do from now onwards. One, you yourself study the Shastras. If not the highest Veda Vedanta, the translation of Veda Vedanta only are in the Smriti Purana Itihas. Have faith. Else, if you can't do that, those who have already thoroughly studied Shastras, fully consult them. They will clearly tell, according to our nature or varnashrama, what are our yajnas to be done for our own dharmartha kama, for our own moksha purushartha. As we grow in life, in age, engage, slowly we have to stop engaging in the dharmartha kama purushartha, lesser and lesser usko karo, increase the moksha purushartha sambandhi, sadhana and jivana only. So they guide us, take the guidance and follow, and you are safe. If the Shastra is not consulted, Tasmat Shastram Brahmanante Karya Karya Vyavastito, and Mahatmas are not consulted, then either we are slaves of our own mind or we are slaves of others' mind. Together, we are only the victims of Maya. That's how we do wrong things and end up in wrong results of more and more dukkha, more and more papa, adharma, and more samsara, and more naraka. All that is said without detailedly saying in these two sentences, Vijnanam yajnam tanute karmani tanute picha. Is it not? What is there in the world when you have joined any organization? That organization tells what for you are appointed, what's your work. Learn it, do it. Okay, man. How simple it is. So, to in the world of organization, world itself organization, we are sent. According to our own Varnashrama, we are given the duties that will give you bhukti and qualification for the mukti. करते जाओ. How क्या इसके ज़्यादा? Other than this clarity of intellectual understanding, everything is the imagination of mind. Mind is a powerful natak baj. It projects, it imagines, it creates sankalpa, vikalpa, which have nothing to do with the truth, nothing to do with the reality. But it is enchanting. It is all, it puts in the flowery language. पुष्पित भाषा में मन बहुत कल्पनाएं सामने रखती है. And we, without thinking, we just get lost in it. I'll make a seven-storied building, then my wife will search me, I will not be available to her. I can run here, there, I can look from the top of the building, all that. ये सब मन की कल्पना है. जीने के लिए कमरा एक घर चाहिए, that's all. This is the fact. To be safe from all the outer things, rain or summer heat or the winds or winters, you need a four-walled, one-roofed place to stay. Okay? But do you stop there? The interior, the exterior, the this, that. अरे ये सब जितना करो उतना अच्छा लगने लगता है, उसका एंड नहीं होता. अच्छा लगना अलग है, अच्छा होना अलग है. अच्छा लगना मन की बात, अच्छा होना बुद्धि की बात. And we get lost in that and we justify it. And we call others and we show, देखा मैंने 10 साल मेहनत करके इतना बड़ा मैंने घर वरा बनाया. Other fellow also feel jealous and he also does that. One gada or one blind fellow following the other blind, misguiding the other. Whole life is spent in that only. As if there's nothing called spirituality, nothing called a reality, nothing called a search for the truth. कुछ नहीं है. Life is spent only for that, like animals. Human beings, they have got intellect, they have to use life for the better thing. You know that example of that Mahatma? 20 years I put all my efforts and learned this yoga. What yoga siddhi you learned? I can walk on water. That Mahatma said, you wasted 20 years of time. एक रुपए देने से that boat fellow would have crossed you over the river. See that thought, common sense. एक रुपए दो, that boatman will cross you. You wasted 20 years. In the same way, this is how the mind's projection destroys us. Therefore, Vijnanam of the Shastras telling us to do the Dharave Yajna and Jnana Yajna alone we have to do. That should be theoretically convinced about and practically done. Full stop. Stick to that. कुछ भी करने का मन होता है तो शास्त्र ने हाँ कहा क्या तो करो, ना कहा तो नहीं करना. अब मन होने के चांस भी नहीं होना चाहिए. डिस्ट्रॉय यूजलेस माइंड इट इज. शास्त्र पढ़ा आपने, शास्त्र में कहा क्या करने को, व्हाई आर यू कंसल्टिंग द लोअर थिंग कॉल्ड एज माइंड? दिमाग नहीं है क्या? विज्ञानमय हो ही नहीं है क्या? तो विज्ञानमय शुड अंडरस्टैंड शास्त्र. And how dare there can be a doubt, even being a Hindu, that our Shastras, our Rishis, what they have told are for our own good. अभी डाउट है उसके ऊपर? क्या सड़ा हुआ जिंदगी है. हमारे अपने गुरु ऋषियों ने बताया जो शास्त्र में जीवन विधान, उसको अभी भी हम शंका कर रहे हैं. What a useless life. Like doubting our own parents and their love for us. How do you feel when your children doubt you? Do you have any doubt regarding your love for your children? Is there any parent, except some cruel, useless fellows like Ravanasura or Hiranyagar, this fellow Hiranyakashipu? But some generally, though, but is not your children misunderstand you? And how bad you feel? You'll never have a malice towards your children. So we are all the children of our rishis, gurus. We are the children of our Shruti Mata. What they tell is only for our good. And we still have doubt about their authority, their clarity, and do the life according to our choice, our mind's choice, according to what is said by others. What are you doing? Now हमें पता चल रहा है अभी on the name of intelligence how foolishly we live life. That is why Vijnanam means Vijnanavan, Yagnam means Yajnagadi, Tanute, he will do only that. And that's not only theoretical, Karmani, Tanute, Picha. This is over. There should be no anything required here except knowing what Shastra says us to do for Dharma, the Kama and Moksha and do that. Clear? Okay. Now the second portion of this Panchamanuvaka was Upasana of Vijnanamaya Kosha of ours to be Mahad Brahma. For that they gave the Shruti Mata gave the example of Devatas. Then very clearly we have understood that the jivas who have not only lived life according to the Shastras, Yajna Bhavana say, but those who have done their Vijnanamaya Kosha Upasana as if it is the Mahat Brahma only from the Jiva level of the human or any other Deha, they are elevated to the level of Devatas. And they are given the Shakti, Aishwarya, and what are the two things said? Aishwaryam is given to them all the time. Jnanam and Aishwaryam are given to them. So, Vijnanam Devaha Sarve Brahma Jeshtam Upasati. Looks to be very small mantra, but it has got so much of information leading to inspiration. Vijnanam Devaha Sarve Brahmajeshtamupasate. It is an authority for us. So that we also make the upasana of our Vijnanamaya Kosha to be the Mahat Brahma Samashti Vijnanamaya. That's what. So Vijnanam Devaha Sarve Brahmajeshtamupasate. So Devaha, who are they? Agnadayaha. Okay. Uh, Indradayaha. So, what are the jivas who are in the position of devatas called as Indra, Agni have in their clarity? They have only two. One, they live life at the Vijnanamaya level. Second, they offer their Vijnanamaya to the Mahat Brahma. Means what Mahat Brahma says, that alone they do, and they never claim their Vijnana of their Vijnanamaya as their own. They know that the Vijnana in their Vijnanamaya is given by Mahat Brahma only, and while doing only what is there in their Vijnanamaya, they offer all that to Mahat Brahma. Thus, they are always in a humble, submissive, surrendered contact with the Mahat Brahma, because of which their Jnanam is intact, their Aishwaryam is intact. They are continuing to be the Devatas. Clear? So this shows, these discussions will, as a corollary, tell some more things to us. That is why Atindra Vishe Vedaha Pramanam. What are the corollary things these topics give us? Parabrahma Tattva is there for us to recognize and get realized. Ultimate truth is that alone, absolute truth. But when you little come down from that absolute level, come to relative level, there is Mahat Brahma. This Mahat Brahma is the Ishvara of Ishvara Pranidhanadva. Ishvara only becomes Mahat Brahma. So, Ishvara with Maya Shakti, the Parabrahma is Ishvara. With Mahat Tattva, the Parabrahma is Mahat Brahma. So there is Mahat Brahma, okay? Then there are Devatas. So then those individualities, the Devatas are having Jnana Aishwarya. Then they are the ones ruling the whole world through being in that subtle form. Yeah, they're always in tune with the Mahat Brahma. So the Mahat Brahma, the Prime Minister, with his all ministers' portfolios of the Devatas, is running the government of the entire world. these are all Veda Pramanam only. नहीं तो आपको इंद्र अग्नि वरुण वायु नहीं दिखेंगे देवता के रूप में. You may feel the vayu, the touch, but you have to consider him as a god. You may touch the fire, it is hot, but you have to consider him as devata. So you may see them as jadatmaka, but they are not jadatmaka, they are expressing like that. But there is a devata behind them in Nadi. We consider it to be jada, but the Nadi identified the individuality is there. A pahad standing. We say it is a jada. There is a substantial parvata jiva behind that parvata. That is why we worship all the Himalayas and all. Bhagavan says, Tavaranam aham Himalaya. So too, the Agni, Varna, Vayu, Ityadi are devatas. They are very powerful, power given to them by the Mahat Brahma. Because they have done the Upasana Mahat Brahma. And what is the Upasana? Tasmin Vignanamaye Brahmani Abhimanam Krutva Upasate. This Abhimanam word in the Puranic Kala called as Bhakti. There the Abhimanam is identity. What is identity? Not feeling himself separate from that total Mahat Brahma. Like every limb of the body, finding its connection with the main body. Is it not? So, Tasmin Vignanamaya Brahmani Abhimanam Krutva Upasate Tyartaha. Tasmat te Mahata Brahmana Upasanat. Because of their Upasana Mahat Brahma, Jnana Aishwaryavanta Bhavanti. Therefore, they are in that Jnana Sthiti, Aishwarya Sthiti. Because of their Upasana to Mahat Brahma. So Mahat Brahma is there, Devatas are there, they worship Mahat Brahma, he blesses them, they have Jnana and Aishwarya. With that Jnana and Aishwarya, they are supporting the world, again as ordered by Mahat Brahma, not again by their choice. Like a good minister, intelligent minister. He does what the Prime Minister is telling, and Prime Minister is telling him to do only those things which are in the interest of the society. Society also happy, blessing him, and he being in that post, enjoying the glory of that post, enjoying being in the instrument and of the instrument in the hands of Prime Minister, and enjoying all the what I say, the success is there. Imagine that. कोई मिनिस्टर है, कोई घोटाला नहीं है, कोई पैसा नहीं खा रहा पब्लिक का, और कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर को रुला नहीं रहा by not listening to him. What a beautiful life it is. Respect भी है, reverence भी है, and there is a fulfillment in him that he is doing the duty for the public as told by the cabinet or the prime minister, and he is already in the ministerial post. कितना आनंद. Not knowing this simple common sense. People for some ego, for the pseudo earning of the money, or attachment to people on the name of caste or religion or creed, they go out of this beautiful, systematic, straightforward track. Then they get trapped. Pagal hai. In the same way, whichever the position we are placed, even as a jivas, in tune with the Samashti Vijnanamaya, and keep on living life, Samashti Vijnana will empower us with more and more Jnanam and Aishwaryam. And because we are doing what exactly to be done, we are in a happy position inside, and the world also blesses us because they are getting what is due to them through us. These are all very beautiful intellectual understandings, having which we have to live life exactly according to that. Any other sentiments, emotions, projections are the kartut of the devil mind. The devil mind. उसको मौका नहीं देना. Our own mind is our Shatru. Our own buddhi is our Mitra. If it has got complete authentic knowledge only of the Shastras heard from the Guru, there should never be any doubt. सत्शास्त्र को पढ़ाने वाले, सद वस्तुओं को बताने वाले सदगुरु अगर जिंदगी में मिल गए तो सब कुछ मिल गया. बस आपको उनको पकड़ना है. So, two things we have done. One, Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute, Karmani Tanupite, which I explained. Then the example of Devatas is done. Vijnanam Deva Sarve Brahma Jeshta Upasate. They do the Upasana Brahma because he is the elder and from him only all powers are coming. Because of him only they are able to do everything. All that clarity is there to them. Therefore, for them, Brahma or the Mahat Brahma is worthy of worship. They have no doubt regarding it. क्यों भगवान का उपासना करना है? सब जगत भगवान से आया है और हम भी उन्हीं के हैं, और उनका उपासना करने से इज हैप्पी, he will promote us. Full stop. These four reasons enough for us to do upasana of devata. Never ever give chance to any other thought. Healthy diet, twice thrice a day, good exercise, minimum work, minimum exercise required for the body we do, keep the body fit. That's it. हो गया. अब क्या सोचना है इससे ज्यादा? करते रहो. Life is simple for a intelligent man who intelligently plans and sticks to the plan. Life is complicated for the one who never has his own intelligence, therefore never has the clarity of his own life, therefore keeps on contacting everybody without faith, and he tries to follow everybody saying little little, and na ghar ka na ghat ka, nowhere he ends up. An unintelligent fellow. Intelligent fellow knows. I'm married, my children, I have to take care of them. This is the business. This is how with honesty I have to do the work. Whatever the money comes, I feed them. This is how my friends and neighbors. Clear? क्या है problem जिंदगी में? Then no problem. Like animals themselves don't have problem. How can we have? We have special thing called as intellect given. We should be more happier than them. But it is because of not rightly using intellect and misusing the mind that we destroy ourselves. Right use of intellect is study Shastra, live life according to them. Right use of intellect is be in touch with the Mahat Brahma and keep on doing his upasana. So that we are continuously empowered by that Mahat, we keep on getting promotions. हाउ सिंपल इट इज. अपने बॉस के साथ अच्छे संबंध रखो, उनका काम करते जाओ, वो आपको प्रमोशन देते जाएंगे. हाउ सिंपल इट इज. Act against the your boss and don't do the duty exactly what is told and do the wrong things. You will be sacked only, suspended only from that office. Same way, we will be sacked from the human life, suspended from the human life. We are sent to Naraka or any Pashu Yoni. Yeah? Now, all that is not said here, though it is to be understood. Straight point is what? Like Annapranamaya, we have done the Upasana as the Mahat Brahma. Here also, Vignanamaya Koshaka, हम भी महत ब्रह्म के साथ जोड़ते हुए उपासना करना है. Like the Devatas have done. Here one caution is given, very essential thing. Okay, that we will study today thoroughly. The mantra is विज्ञानम देवा सर्वे ब्रह्मज्येष्ठोपासते. हो गया. देन विज्ञानम ब्रह्म चेद्वेद तस्मात् चेन्न प्रमाद्यति शरीरे पात्मनो हेत्वा सर्वान् कामान् समश्नुत इति. These are the four main sentences of the fifth Anuvaka Upanishad mantra. You have to thoroughly understand and practice. First one is what? Vijnanam Brahma Ched Veda. Here Veda means Upasana. If you can do the Upasana of your own Vijnanamaya Kosha as the expression of the Samashti Vijnanamaya Kosha is called as Mahat Brahma. Do it. First point. Second is what? While doing it, there always is a very important caution to be necessarily taken. And what is that? Tasmatu chetu na pramadyati. While doing this upasana of Vijnanamaya Kosha as Mahat Brahma, you should not allow the pramada to happen, the inadvertence to happen. Tasmat na pramadyati chet. If you can do these two, then the phala will be. Third and fourth line says, Sharire papanoitva, then remove all the negativities. Sarvan kaman samashtudaiti, you will be as happy as Mahat Brahma. Clear? Now we will study the same thing, word by word, what is said by Bhashyakara. Main meaning I told you. But that is not enough. The Bhashyakara's version gives us very deeper and subtler understandings. So let us study. So he says, Tatcha Vijnanam Brahma Chet Yadi Veda Vijanati. This is direct meaning. When we after see how many steps are there. First and foremost, we have to understand that there is something called as Vijnanamaya Kosha. Second thing, we have to come to the level of living life at the Vijnanamaya level for a long time, which is said already. We study Shastra, according to that only we plan for our Dharmartha Kama or Moksha. Nobody else we consult. The third stage is what? This Vijnanamaya should be done with the Upasana of the Mahat Brahma, though it is not the ultimate goal. But through the Mahat Brahma Upasana, Vijnanamaya gets expanded in its capacities. With increased capacities, our Vijnanamaya can study the Moksha Shastras, the Vedanta Shastras, more efficiently and effectively. For that purpose, we do. Although this Mahat Brahma Upasana with our Vijnanamaya Kosha gives the according results, we enjoy them, but that's not our goal. We don't stop there. Our goal is Satyam Jnanam Anandam Brahma. There is no doubt even a little also about it. So that's the meaning of first line. Vijnanam Brahma Chet Vedo. So my Vijnanamaya, your Vijnanamaya, every one of them are coming from the Mahat Brahma only. Mahat Brahma is through the Vedas. Therefore, exactly living life according to Veda mantras and knowing that the Veda mantras are given by Mahat Brahma and all our ability, Aishwarya, Jnana, everything is given to us by Mahat Brahma. Therefore, we owe everything to Him. In that attitude of respect, reverence for the Mahata, when we have, that is meaning of Upasana done of our intellect or Vijnanamaya Kosha with Mahat Brahma. One, but that is not sufficient. The second thing is very, very essential. What is the second thing? The caution, the precaution, the very important care to be taken care by the Vijnanamaya Purusha while doing Mahat Brahma Upasana is this one. The Shruti Mata says, Na Kevalam Veda Eva. Not only you are doing the Upasana that your Vijnanamaya Kosha is Mahat Brahma, equally important is to guard against the possibilities of the negative things which continuously try to tempt us. What it is, he says, Tasmat Brahmanaha Chet Na Pramadyati. Means what? From your Upasana, that your Vijnanamaya Kosha is Mahat Brahma, from that Upasana, even for a moment also, don't allow the Pramada to pull you down. Pramadit mathona, na pramadyati, pramadme nahi fasna. Like what? Reach to the destination in car. Very carefully you take the twists and turns and U-turns and stops and all. But that's not enough for you to reach your goal. What is more important? Even a movement also anywhere, na pramadyati. If you are not inadvertent, if you are not careless, then only safely we reach. Because in our 6 hours of travel or journey, not even 6 minutes, not even 6 seconds, half a second is enough. If we are doing pramada, then the whole accident will happen. Forget about reaching the journey. We'll end up in breaking our hands and legs also. And what pramadas happen? You have not seen the signboard of left or right, or you have not seen the speed breaker, or you are talking to the neighbor, or you have lighted your cigar, or you try to take out to eat something. Little of the attention gone, that was enough for Savadhani Hati, Durghatana Ghati. In life, more important than doing after knowing what exactly to be done is becoming careful about that which is to be avoided. To be avoided, if it is not avoided, it is called as pramad. Like in doctor's case, when he gives treatment medication, he tells what should be taken with the medicine, what should not be taken. You understand? And doctor is very sensitive, intelligent, they know it. The medicine given by them, if it has not worked on it, they very clearly understand, even though they don't tell. अब मुंह पे बोल दिया तो फिर उनके कोई पेशेंट्स नहीं आते हैं. But he knows he has taken the wrong food, which should not be taken. But he will hint again only to maintain the patient. स्ट्रांगली बोले तो भाग जाएगा वो डॉक्टर के पास जो सब कुछ खाओ खाई जाओ आई जाओ खाई जाओ आई जाओ. He will go to that doctor. He says, be careful. But I told you last time also, avoid these things. And he can hint a little. I think you might have taken the wrong food. Therefore, the disease has not gone away. Medicine has not worked. Therefore, be careful. Is it not? In the same way, tasmat chet na pramadyate. As much important is Vijnanam Brahma Ched Veda, so much important is Tasmat Chet na pramadyate. That is why Uddhared Atmana Atmanam, equally important like that is Na Atmanam Avasadayet. Coming to class and learning Vedanta is important, but after the class, not forgetting Vedanta also important. Is it not? Going to the temple and becoming devotee is important. Coming out of the temple, forgetting that I am a devotee also is important. Not forgetting also is important. The second thing we miss, that's called pramad. Tasmat chet na pramadyati. From our living life at the Vijnana level and from our continuous upasana that this Vijnanamaya is Mahat Brahma, from these two things, little also pramada we should not allow. What is pramada? He will explain. Bhagavan Adi Shankara. Tasma chet na pramadyati is a very essential thing. Is it not? Nobody asks you, 50 years you are honest. In the 51st year, you are little dishonest. That is enough to label you as bad. The world is like that only. World, whether it is perfect or not, it expects perfection from others. Like I love you for 10 years. After that, one day if I talk something in which I don't express love, the 10 years of love is forgotten. You will be predominantly thinking about Swami ne humko डांटा. That is how the mind works. That is how it is. Is it not? Children, how much parents do for them, but somewhere they have scolded, then they start developing that hatred to their own parents. That's how the mind works. It is that's what the parents ko seekna hai. They have to keep on being in perfection. That's it. So therefore, it's not, Vijnanam Brahmached Veda. What is Vijnanam Brahmached Veda? Doing the upasana that our Vijnanamaya Kosha is nothing but Samashti Mahat Brahma only. Therefore, tune to Mahat Brahma. Then do what Mahat Brahma says. Mahat Brahma says us to do what is through the Shastras. देवता लोगों ने वही किया एग्जाम्पल बता दिया हमने सेम वे हाउ टू डू बट वाइल डूइंग दिस देयर इज एवरी मोमेंट ए चांस ऑफ प्रमाद डोंट अलाउ द प्रमाद तस्मात् चेत न प्रमाद्यते उससे प्रमाद हमें नहीं करने होना है एंड व्हाट इज प्रमाद इज मोस्ट एसेंशियल थिंग फॉर अस टू स्टडी थियोरेटिकली एंड डू प्रैक्टिकली ओके What is the pramada? Bhashyakaras deliberate, conscious, patience yukta explanation about what pramada happens, which we have to avoid when we are trying to live life at the Vijnanamaya level, and that Vijnana also tuning to Mahat Brahma. उपासना अवधि महत ब्रह्म करने के समय क्या प्रमाद हो सकता है जिसको अवॉइड करना ही शेषम बाह्येषु एव अनात्मसु आत्मभावित्वात् प्राप्तम विज्ञानमये ब्रह्मणि आत्मभावनायाः प्रमदनम क्लियर सो प्रमदनम प्राप्तम इज द मेन सेंटेंस इस तरह से प्रमाद होता है कैसा फर्स्ट बाह्येषु एव अनात्मसु those things which are now decided as an atma intellectually the outer three koshas which are bahya now it has become antara is it not the stula and outside is annamaya little sukshma and inside to annamaya is pranamaya little sukshma and antaratama to prana is manomaya already we are studying it in all our earlier anuvakas if you forget what can I do now we have come to the manomaya in that manomaya is vijnanamaya antaratamaha and also is sukshma therefore from the vijnanamaya kosha standpoint the other three are bahya other three are sthula other three are anatma therefore bahyeshu anatmasu the Bahya three koshas, which are the anatmas, intellectually found, but still Atma Bhavitvat. When we continue to have Atma Bhavana with the Bahya koshas, this is the cause for pramada. And what is the pramada? Praptam. Pramadam praptam. What is the pramada praptam? Vijnanamaye brahmani atma bhavanayaha pramardanam. Means in the Vijnanamaya Mahad Brahma आत्म भावना करने के विषय में छूट मतलब प्रमाद हो जाता है. We slip from that. So, to be more systematic, clear in our language, I am now understanding myself to be the Vijnanamaya as the self. Now, this Vijnanamaya I am trying to tune with Mahad Brahma. At the same time, if I am allowing Anna Pranamana as Atma and trying to live life at that level, that means Pramada happened. What is the Pramada? Not living at Vijnanamaya level, not doing the Upasana of the Mahat Brahma. This is the Pramada happening. Therefore, what is the Pramada? Not being able to live at the Vijnanamaya, not being able to do the Upasana of the Mahat Brahma. Why this is happening? Why are you not able to do consistently? Because प्रमाद हो गया. क्यों क्या प्रमाद हो गया? इस प्रमाद का क्या दूसरा कारण है? दूसरा प्रमाद है बाह्येषु अनात्मसु आत्मभावित्वात्. You know? Means what? You might have little understood intellectually, but still your desires, your identities, your habits are so strong with the three koshas. Therefore, ruthlessly we have to reject not only our Atma Bhava with these three koshas, but everything which strengthens our identity with them. Then only consistently we can live at the Vijnana level, and consistently we can tune the Vijnanamaya with the Mahat Brahma through Upasana. Then only the set results which are going to be set, they will come to us. Not only that, with the Vijnanamaya power, empowered, strengthened by the grace of Mahat Brahma, will always be in the tune to the moksha giving Tattva Jnanam also. If that is not the case, Anna Pranamana, these three koshas only are the subject of the worldliness only. Therefore, will continue to live only the worldly life of samsara. See, Puja Gurudev's BMI chart contains all this. What he said here, all he has put, nowadays people are doing PowerPoints and all. Puja Gurudev is so advanced. 70 years back only he conceived that, made a chart. The Om, then V, PMI, PFT, OET. See the PFT with BMI, when he runs towards the OET, then the V becomes stronger, then he only be a sufferer. But the PFT, when instead of BMI, OET, through BMI, when he contacts the OMA, his V goes on getting reduced. To the extent V gets reduced, the PFT detaches from BMI and he starts becoming one with the O. That is how hours together he used to explain that chart. In his first years of Yajna, which he used to conduct for 100 days. He used to take 100 days for the ईशावास्य उपनिषद 18 मंत्रास. उसमें 30 दिन वो इसी पे लेते थे. BMI, PFT, OIT. Om and V. The same thing here, our Adi Shankara Bhagavan is explaining to the mantra of the Upanishad, which says, Tasma Chet Na Pramadyat. So, Bhakyeshu Anatmasu Atma Bhavitvatvat Praptam Pramadam. And what is the nature of the Pramada? Vijnanamaye Brahmani Atma Bhavanayaha Pramadanam. Not able to maintain our level of identity with Vijnanamaya Kosha and not able to do the Upasana. That my Vijnanamaya has come from the Mahat Brahma only. Therefore, I must do what Mahat Brahma says. Nothing against it I should do. Now, what happens when I am sold out to Anna Prana Mana? Then Mahat Brahma जो कहता है वो नहीं करूँगा मैं. Because Anna Prana Mana koshas have their own ignorant way of misguiding us into the worldliness. If we are worldly, we are in delusion, we are in Maya, we are in samsara, we are in bondage, we are in dukkha, we are in Janma Varna Chakra. We are always away from the truth, from the reality, from liberation. याद रख लो, ध्यान कर लो, समझ लो. Okay, then tat nivrutyartham uchyate. To avoid that pramada of having atma tadatma with the bahya anatma vastus, the Shruti Mata says, so tat nivrutyartham uchyate tasma chet na pramadyati iti. Therefore, the first thing is what? Vijnanam brahma ched veda. But we do see the beauty or the sadhana kya hai, nahi ki hum nahi karte. Say like when you are in class, when you are puja mandira, that's what I said. We are definitely doing the Mahat Brahma Upasana with our Vijnanamaya. But are we continuing it? The moment we come out of it, pramad. That's why uska consistency nahi ho raha hai. Tuning nahi ho raha hai all the time. Again and again we are slipping. You know, like he says, every day I stop smoking. Arey bewakoof, how can you stop every day? Uska arth kya hai? Every day he decides to stop, but then when the temptation comes up, that decision he forgets, again he smokes. Every day I stop drinking. Every day I stop watching TV. How can you do it every day? That means he is doing pramada only. तुम तो एक ही दिन छोड़ दिए सिगरेट, मैं तो हर दिन छोड़ता हूँ पीने के बाद अगले चीज पीने से पहले तक. This is sheer ignorance, you know. It is pramada. We are all not at all bad regarding doing good things, but we are worst in not giving up the bad things. This is the problem with us. Is it not? देखो, अच्छाई करने के साथ साथ बुराई नहीं करना भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. अदरवाइज वो अपने असर दिखाता ही जाता है the बुरा. Therefore, as important as doing good is not doing bad also. Therefore, Vijnanamaya kosha you are living, but don't say, तो मैं दिन में 6 घंटे आई एम लिविंग एट विज्ञान होगा, 24 घंटे होते दिन में, तो बाकी 18 घंटे मैं अन्न प्राणमय के भी 6 जीऊंगा. Then you will not evolve. That pramada is not allowed. It's called as pramada only. Do you allow the accident? बजाते यार एक्सीडेंट में, अरे मर जाओगे वहां. In the same way, falling to the identity of the anatmas of anna pranamana, according to Shruti Mata, is pramada. Pramada is taking thing for granted. Mada it's called. It comes from the word root mada. Prakarshena mada is pramada. Mada is arrogance. Arrogance means कुछ नहीं होगा मेरे को. कुछ नहीं होगा करके ही he goes fast. फिर रहेगा नहीं कुछ कहने को बाद में. Pramada is an arrogance. मद जिसको होता है वो प्रमाद करता है. एंड व्हाट इज द मद? कि कुछ नहीं होगा, तो आई विल लिव लाइफ एट द अन्न प्राण मन. कुछ नहीं होगा. क्या संसारी बन रहे हो? वासनाएं वी आर क्रिएटिंग, गोइंग अवे फ्रॉम द ट्रुथ और रियलिटी. That's all allowed to those who have never come to Upanishads, never heard about Brahma Tattva, never understood Brahma Tattva as the goal. Therefore, they are not at all spiritual. Let them go into the world of Pramada. You and I who are studying Upanishad and understanding Brahma Vidya and wanting to make it as the goal, to such people to help in their sadhana, Shruti Mata is vehemently saying, not only do the Mahat Brahma Upasana, but also Tasmachit na Pramad. प्रमाद को अलो मत करो. बी केयरफुल, बी अलर्ट. दिस इज वेयर वी utterly fail every day as much as we succeed in trying to do our sadhanas. जब कर रहे हैं, उपासना कर रहे हैं, भगवान का नाम ले रहे हैं, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट वो असरदार क्यों नहीं है? वो सरदार क्यों है? वो असरदार इसलिए नहीं कि प्रमाद हो रहा है बार बार. Madhav, see that is a beauty in evolution or in the guidance of Guru and Shastra. Not only they lift us in doing the good things, but they also help us intelligently to see that the bad is avoided in our life. An intelligent parent is he who makes the children do good and avoid bad. ऐसा नहीं गुड भी कर रहा है बैड भी कर रहा है, नहीं, वो बैड का अपना असर होता है. यू कैन नॉट टेक एनीथिंग फॉर ग्रांटेड कॉल्ड एज प्रमाद. किसी चीज का स्पिरिचुअलिटी में प्रमाद से न प्रमादाद अनर्थोस्ति मुमुक्षोर अपराधिषु. फ्रॉम दिस ओनली आदिशंकर जी ने विवेक चूड़ामणि इत्यादि सेज फॉर ए मुमुक्षु जिज्ञासु देयर इज नो वर्स्ट थिंग देन प्रमाद, टेकिंग फॉर ग्रांटेड and coming to the level of Anna Prana Mana and living life only at that level. That's the biggest pramad. Even slightest chance given, it pulls us down, but we live 90% in that one. Some 10% spiritual. Okay. Now the last sentence is very, very important, which gives the gist and summary in simple words of what is said so far about. We should not have that pramada. Bhagavan Shankara is so kind, Kripalu, Karunalayam, that he doesn't want to leave even a trace of doubt, at least in the understanding in us. Once the understanding is pakka, whether do it or not, it is again ours. What can he do? वो तो कहकर चले जाएंगे. Is it not? See that last sentence, he says, Tan nivrutyartam uchyate tasmat chet na pramadyati iti. Now the summary. Summary of this thing. Annamayadishu atma bhavam hitva kevale vijnanamaye brahmani atmatvam bhavayan aste chet iti artha. Can there be more simple way of saying than this? And you yourself also, by my chanting, you can understand it. आँख बंद करके सुनो, तो भाषा भी इतना सिंपल है और उसका विषय भी उतना ही सिंपल है. प्रैक्टिस करने में अपना टाइम लगता, बट द विषय इज सिंपल. व्हाट इज दैट? कि अन्नमयादिषु आत्मभावम हित्वा, giving up the atma tadatmya with the earlier three koshas of anna, prana and mana, then kevale vijnanamaye, living life all the time in vijnanamaya, followed by brahmani, in that mahat brahma, atmatvam, that's called upasana. This vijnanamaya ka mahat brahma se jodne wala upasana, bhavayan aste, करता ही रहता है. That is called as चेत. अगर करेगा तो, then these are the results. Third point is Farashruti. First one is Vijnanam Yajnam Tanute Karmana Tanute Vicha. Second point is Vijnanamaya Brahma, Vijnanamaya Kosha is done with Upasana Mahat Brahma. Further, the Devataon ka example diya. Then he is telling us, while doing Vijnana Brahmacharya Veda, the caution is given. The caution is, don't fall into the pramada. The pramada is Bahyeshu Annamaya Pranamaya Manomayadi Anatmasu Atma Bhavam Hitva. नहीं छोड़ा तो यू आर इन प्रमाद, छोड़ दिया तो वी आर नॉट इन प्रमाद. प्रमादो मृत्युरित्याह भगवान ब्रह्मण सुतः. You know that Sanat Kumar ji, when he talks to Dhritarashtra in that Sanat Sujatiyam text in Mahabharata, one of the 6 great texts of Mahabharata is this one. He exhaustively talks about it. There is nothing other than pramada, because of which we again and again fall from our spiritual statuses, spiritual evolutions. Everywhere. एक महीने के लिए नॉन वेज छोड़ दी, फिर से पकड़ते हैं. एक महीने के लिए सुबह 5 बजे उठे, फिर से भूल कर फिर 8 बजे. एक महीने के लिए टीवी छोड़ दिया, फिर से पकड़ लिया. एक महीने के लिए झूठ बोलना या इवन डिसऑनेस्टी लेफ्ट, अगेन वी आर बैक. एक महीने के लिए उपनिषद क्लासेस सुने, फिर छोड़ दिए. रामायण क्लास सुनिया, फिर छोड़ दिया, अगेन फंस गए दूसरे चीजों में. दिस प्रॉब्लम we have to recognize and solution is given, we have to apply. Now this thing exhaustively, at least spending some 10-12 minutes, tomorrow we will talk of this pramada. अभी तो शुरू करेंगे तो फिर take long time, so I will not elongate it. इतना तो समझ में आ गया. बाह्येषु अनात्मसु आत्मभावनम itself is pramada. Not doing that pramada, living at the Vijnana level. What is living at Vijnana level? Already told. And that Vijnana is Mahat Brahma, that constantly the thought is maintained. I am not a separate Vijnanamaya Kosha individual. My Vijnanamaya Kosha is given to me by Mahat Brahma only. Therefore, what is Mahat Brahma is telling, only that I will do. In that way, not maintaining separate identity from the Mahata, not doing what our Vijnanamaya says. Maintaining oneness with him, doing only those things which Mahat Brahma says. This is called as, with our Vijnanamaya Kosha, Mahat Brahma Upasana Karna. As much we do, so much what will happen, Vijnanamaya only expresses through. Like if I go on thinking that I am doing these Shastras and all because of Gurudev's Kripa, and what he wants me to do, that alone I keep on doing. I don't maintain my separate identity with him, my intellects, projects, etc. Will it not happen slowly? He will alone function through me. Gurudev is there. He's left Sharira. Doesn't mean he's not there. Where will they go? Till all the disciples are liberated, they have to be there. Even if they merge in Math Brahma, if I fully, powerfully pull him, he will have to come for my sake. मेरे को अनुग्रह करने का आना ही पड़ेगा उनको. So they are anyway there. So if I live life like that, slowly am I not allowing him to function through me? And he is glorious, he is greater. When he functions through me, the works and achievements are greater. Then I function with my meager knowledge. Is it not? The more we do the Mahat Brahma Upasana, Mahat Brahma equips us with more and more Jnana and Aishwarya as he has done it for Devatas. And more and Jnana, more Aishwarya, more is the responsibility is given, more the responsibility fulfillment is given, the fulfilled, more and more promotions and joys. And in the sequence of promotion and joy only, the Falashruti is told is here. The two things are said. Sharire papano hitva, second is sarvan kaman samashnuta iti. And what is the bhashya for this? And also what we therefore have to realize and become careful regarding not to allow the pramada to happen. These two are very crucial topics we will discuss tomorrow. Then with this and little more, when the Vijnanamaya is over, then the fifth Anandamaya kosha is taken for analysis and study. They will do. Then comes the Parabrahma. This is how systematically our this great Upanishad is guiding. And we take 5-6 different classes, but in an ashram, morning, afternoon, evening, यही एक उपनिषद पढ़ते रहे तो पूरा वो हमारे अंदर आ जाएगा. Sometime in one life, just take a one Upanishad, 3-4 months, thoroughly study with Bhashyam, then take other. So one side, the study also is going on to convince us about the spiritual goal. Other side, whatever our maturity allows, practically we do the sadhana also. सिद्धांत ज्ञान को दृढ़ करते जाओ through the classes. Sadhana keep on doing to the extent you can. Sadhana cannot be forced to be done overnight, everything. We are lost in the anatma of anna pranamana. We are lost in our prakriti of vasanas and all. Karo sadhana to hota nahi kisi. Every guru knows it. But they don't stop telling, karo, 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 karo. तो साधना भी करते जाओ. Maintain your japa, maintain your upasana. That is what we deserve to do at this time. Along with that, enhance or strengthen your knowledge of Upanishads, which indicate the goal and means. This is how our life should be, only these two. Shastra Shravanam and Avagahana of the Tattva, and life lived as sadhana. Anything else is pramad. 4 घंटे 3 घंटे लगाकर सब्जी बनाया, इतना मेहनत. अब खाने के टाइम हाथ से, मतलब निकालने के टाइम साव से हाथ से फिसल गए, प्रमाद. 4 घंटे का मेहनत वेस्ट हुआ कि नहीं? Just giving example. Millions of examples. The same thing I said. Maintaining love for 10 years. What if mehnat, but one moment's pramado breaks the faith of that person in us, then never again that faith can be reinstated. Is it not like you are all coming to my class because you have faith in me? Others stopped because the faith is broken. Now you ask them to come, they can never come. Same in you also. If I do something which breaks your faith, or if you yourself misguided somebody, or your own mind is misguiding you, if you break that faith, again दोबारा दिखेंगे नहीं आप इस क्लास. प्रमाद कहते हैं उसको. How careful we have to. Is it not? Pramad. That is why tasmachet na pramadyati. The Shruti Mata used that word. Shruti Mata ka even one word also is not wasted. There is something very sublime to convey, to give to us. Then only she uses any of those thoughts or the words. Therefore, Vijnanam Brahmachet Veda Tasmachet na pramadyati. Then the result is
शरीरे पापनोयित्वा सर्वान् कामान् समश्नुत. Then tasesheva shariratma purvasya. Then tasmatma etasmat vijnanamayat anyah antaratma anandamaya tenesha purna savayesha purushavideva tasya purushavedam अन्वयं पुरुषेदः तस्य प्रियमेव शिरः मोदो दक्षिणपक्षः प्रमोदोत्तरपक्षः आनन्दात्मा ब्रह्मपुच्छ प्रतिष्ठा तदप्येष श्लोको भवति. Okay. Now from here onwards, the deeper analysis studies keep on coming. After this Panchamanavakato, Lamba Chauda, the Guru Shishya discussion goes on. Purvapakshi and Siddhanti, around at least for 4 or 5 pages. We will go through all. Let it take more time. This one Upanishad, without leaving even one word or mantra, we thoroughly study. Earlier also we studied, but with that background experience, let us focus more on this Upanishad. That's why I am not worried like you all also, how many days it will take to conclude. हमको क्या है पढ़ते जाओ हर दिन थोड़ा 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 अंदर. Thank you. सर्वम परब्रह्म चरणारविंदार्पणस्तु. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः परमर्षिभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. थैंक यू.